The easiest thing in the world is to be distracted. There are so many distractions out there, there's a billion of them. And being successful is very often all about deciding that you are not going to fall for the distractions. You have to be able to stay focused on your goal and to keep going every single day, no matter how hard it gets. You are the only one that can make your life where you want it to be. There is no one else that is responsible for your condition.
No one else that is responsible for your condition, that is responsible for your destination, for you fulfilling your destiny. You are the primary agent. You are your franchise player. So you want to make sure that you are taking care of you, giving you the undivided attention that you deserve. Okay? So that nothing else, even if it feels good, if it's fun, if it's funny, if it's interfering with you doing what you are committed to yourself with doing, then you need to be on top of that. Because if you keep saying to yourselves, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and month after month and year after year comes and you're not fulfilling it, your own psyche stops trusting you and your word. Seriously, your mind shuts down. It doesn't get activated when you say stuff. It doesn't get excited because it knows, it trusts you based on your habits and patterns that you don't follow through. And if you're going to not be true to yourself, who are you not going to be true to? Come on. So I have just an intervention here that might be able to help. Something I just came up with. I want you to try to let me know what you think. It's a 3-2-1 process where we are going to take 3 deep breaths, ask 2 questions, and make a decision. And then just moving forward in that moment, just for that moment to move on, just testing ourselves to see if we're supposed to be doing that thing that we're doing is what we're supposed to be doing. So the 3 deep breaths, the process to it, each breath represents something. The first breath is a breath focused on calling to attention because our mind is all over the place, all right? As he talked about earlier, we're so distracted, all right? The second breath, because that one breath isn't enough sometimes to bring us into full attention. So that second breath is a transitional breath. And the third breath is a breath that calls us to the center, a core of who we are. This is where the divine essence is within us. This is where our true self resides within us, within ourselves. And we need to be able to give that self the attention it needs and deserves, because that's the self that has the programming, the messages, the word that was spoken into our lives. And if we don't nurture that word, we're going to listen to somebody else's word and follow that. So the 3 deep breaths, we'll go through that process just as an example so you can see. So first breath, just calling to attention all my faculty, where my mind is, my body, recognizing that the authority of who I am is calling all of me into attention. We go through another deep breath, just to bring those who are the stragglers, the parts of our minds that still holding on to things because we really wanted to be involved. We really want to see the finishing segments of this episode or whatever that might have been. And then the third breath. This is the seriousness of coming into this temple, of checking ourselves and letting ourselves know that I am. Thank you, Dana, for that. I am. And so in this place, we're going to ask ourselves, why this place? Because this place, we are in our perfect selves. There's no shortcomings. There's no imperfection in the true essence of who we are. We are how God created us to be at our core. And so from there, we ask ourselves without judgment, is that thing that I was doing what I'm supposed to be doing? And being honest. Well, no, I said I was going to watch a Netflix show for a certain amount of time, but yeah, now half an hour or more later. Okay, second question. What is it that you are supposed to be doing in this moment that is linked, tied into, connected to living your preferred life? What is it? and you process that, okay? Because you have to figure out, like, okay, if I'm not supposed to be doing that, then what am I supposed to be doing? One, what is it that I'm doing? Two, is it connected to living my preferred life? And then the one last thing that we do is take another deep breath with it, and we center ourselves and we ask the question, then what is it I'm supposed to be doing? What is it that I want to be doing? So instead of should and have to be doing, I like saying I want to do. What is it that I'm going to do? What is it I will do? When we say things from that perspective versus from a perspective of an obligation, because an obligation has a certain sense of judgment to it. I have to do this. I need to do this. Okay? Because what happens when I don't do it? Then I tend to think that something's wrong with me or the other person that I'm saying they need to do stuff. Versus I am choosing to do this. I am going to do this. I will do this. I want to do this. And then once you decided what that is, you may say, I'm going to do it for a certain amount of time and do it. Doesn't mean that that thing that you were doing prior to wasn't something that you should have been doing. I'm not saying that. I'm just asking you to make sure within yourself that it is what you want to be doing. And it doesn't always mean that you have to be doing something like serious. You could be playing a video game, watching TV, on social media, on your computer, or on your phone. But you want to make sure that you are choosing to do that thing because maybe it's a break that you're needing. Because we have to live balanced lives. Okay, so we need entertainment. That's a part of living. Okay, and so I want us to be mindful of that. Okay, thank you guys for your attention here. Please practice this. Let me know what you think about it. Also, go on to my Journey of Self Discovery Facebook page. Like that for me. I'm gonna put these videos on YouTube. Most of them are already there, so I'm gonna be uploading them from YouTube onto Facebook. So thank you. Watch them, like them, refer them, send them out, and I look forward to connecting with you guys personally. I'm going to be doing that Living My Preferred Life group that's coming up, so keep that in check and remind me of that as well. Thank you, thank you. If you can see it, it's not far away. Before you can reach it, you must endure the pain. Great God, you can touch the sky. And everybody knows. Oh, great God, you can take my life. Peace.